our peer support group called UMEED, and it's mean hope. And the reason we picked this name because we knew that this word is existed in so many countries like India, Pakistan, Iran. Everybody, understand this word. And for us, when we were thinking about, let's set up a dementia group, and I just thought, what, we need to come up with something that, is positive. And the idea was like, you can live really good life having this condition. It doesn't mean there is no stigma attached to this, because in our communities, what happened, people just don't want to tell anyone. They just like to hide it so well. So the idea was for us to, let's set up something that people can start, coming, to different activities. We wanted to encourage them to, come out of their houses and, just be with other people, and they can share their experiences, and this way they can help each other. For me, whenever we have an event, we do include different cultural elements, so everybody can relate themselves, with the music, with food, and dance, because these are the basic, South Asian, elements, where if you talk about culture, memories, that's what you think about: music, dance, and food.
I think it's very important that we stay connected with our culture and religious beliefs or traditions. Otherwise, the person who has dementia, he's forgetting everything anyway. And if you don't keep up with it, he's nobody. He doesn't know who he is. He doesn't know what his religion is, what his language is. Because I know experience from my husband before that, I never met anybody with dementia. I never came across anything. He was still doing cooking, still cleaning. He was so much social. He used to invite his friends down and everything. But then when he had this fall in 2020, he went to hospital and he was sent into a care home. And because of the lockdown, we were not allowed to visit him. Nobody was allowed to visit him for the first 3 months. His conversation level had gone down, his communication has gone down a bit. Nobody was speaking with him in Punjabi or Urdu. I provided so much. That's another story, what things I provided for him to keep up with his culture, religion, language, food. Nothing happened. What shocked me the most was when he came home, he didn't know he was a Muslim. We have a line which a 7-year-old is taught as a Muslim child, where you say, we call a kalma. And he didn't know. I said, can you read your kalma? He just blanked. So I had to repeat him to remind him, and he started saying that. Then when the lockdown eased, his brother came, we took him to the mosque, and he repeated the verses from Quran or, the prayers in the mosque twice. We used to take him around the block, walking. He loved walking, loved going out. We started all that and bringing him out from that. But the culture had to be brought in, all the tradition and everything.
We'll probably talk about the family, about histories, about, the uncles, the village. This stuff like food, in their old years used to have it. They're more interested when you talk to them about the food as well. People sometimes think the people who doesn't know English and wasn't here, when they see an old person with the dementia, this person is crazy. He needs to be by himself. He can't meet people. He can't get mixed up. Do you get me? But he could do everything that normal people does, but he needs the support.
Charlar.
Okay, I asked her the same question, and she said, yeah, I like to speak to the people. And yeah, charlar is
Escuchar
like
música.
listening music. And also we encourage her to try to dance and remember the tango and the bars or boleros, things like that she used to listen when she was young.
Even now, if you talk to people, they have no clue what is dementia. We are raising awareness in younger generation. You can see today, because we have got a lot of young people. So the idea is we educate them, then they go back to their family, and they can share the information that we pass. If we raise awareness and people understand the condition, then it will be easy for us to be with those people. We need to interact with them. We can't just separate them. So yeah, I mean, to educate them, that's what our biggest challenge is. How can we educate certain communities that there is no stigma? You don't need to be embarrassed. Just come and talk, and there is help available.